The other thing is, the other group that I would talk about is millennials. They were down 66-32 Obama away. In this last election, in House elections, they were 54-43 Democratic. Basically, transfer that into numbers. The Obama margin among Hispanics or among millennials in 2008 was 7% of the total electorate. His margin among the total electorate was 7%. Basically, the vote was even among people over 30. The Democratic margin of House elections in 2001 was 1.5% of the total electorate. Adjust for higher turnout of younger people in the presidential election, that's about 2% of the total electorate. In other words, there's not this huge margin anymore, and it's evidence, I think, that the big government policies are simply not working for this group very well, and that the Republicans have an opportunity of making significant gains among them. White millennials are voting for the Republican in the 2014 election, and indeed voted for Mitt Romney over Barack Obama last time. So I think that those issues, those two groups that were going to produce a historically permanent Democratic electorate, I think are much more up for grabs at this point, and that we are continuing to see close competition between the two parties. Close competition is suggested by the relatively narrow margins, predominantly for Democrats in the presidential election. Close competition is suggested by the relatively narrow, although in 2014 somewhat larger margin, for Republicans in House elections.